Ladies and gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in downtown Los Angeles, brought to you by...
Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. We are here having some fun. As y'all can see, we got Nestor Gibbs in the studio with us today. Sean Z, A.K.A. B-Side.
That's right. Yeah. Former boxing voice.
Back from
alumni,
Hawaii
too.
with another tan, you know.
Hey, Hawaii trip, not on his dime. That's all I'm going to say.
Shit.
Nice.
Shit.
Yeah, welcome to my world where you can travel.
Shut up. It was on my dime. Okay, shout out to Bishop Gorman. They take care of me.
Okay. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk movies or y'all want to talk boxing?
You want to talk Illuminati?
No, we don't want to talk that. We can talk some NFL with y'all. And Zittel, what we doing
Well, I'm missing the Raiders' first game of the year right now because we had to talk Canelo Crawford. We had to talk boxing.
I got it in my ear. I'll let you know something good happened.
Thank you. Yes.
Can y'all turn that shit off?
10-7 at halftime.
I want to hear what I'm hearing right now.
So I was going to go to New England for week 1, but we had a big week ahead of us here in Vegas. So I thought, let me stay home and get ready for this week.
I'm going to ask y'all, it's here, it's time. How y'all feel? What's the energy?
For fight week?
Yeah. How you feeling for this one?
I haven't really felt it in the city just yet, but I definitely see the videos of propaganda, things like that, advertisement, billboards. But I haven't felt it in the city in terms of traffic just yet. Have you?
No, not yet. And I don't come to the strip a lot, so coming here today, I was just kind of looking around like, who's here? I don't know if anybody's here just yet, but I think, could this be one of those weeks where we start to feel it on a Tuesday opposed to a Thursday?
Most definitely. I mean, big fights, Tuesday is Fight or Arrival, so there's going to be multi-streams and, definitely something happening on Tuesday. This is going to be unique, though, with everything the Riyadh season is doing. I mean, we're supposed to even have fights starting Thursday, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. Fights all weekend, Thursday and Friday. I'm going to try to get some of the names on those cards before we get to the end of the show. But the main card, the main fight, Canelo and Crawford happening at the Allegiant Stadium, which, I want to just, again, point out that when we talked about a fight happening at Allegiant at one point, I said, I don't know if this fight will ever happen, but Canelo and Crawford, I think, is the only fight that could happen at Allegiant Stadium. Real quick, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change channels real quick. Did y'all see Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson?
Yes.
What is that? Is that real?
It's real, and I think that they have their own lane. I like to equate it to since we're all from Vegas, right? Residencies, right? Like, you're not gonna get upset if they hire J-Lo in one of these casinos to do her thing. She has her own audience. Mike and Floyd have their audience. If you're not part of that audience, if it don't apply, let it fly. I don't see why people get so upset at these old guys doing their thing. You know what we need to do? Get an old guys league.
I love that.
A pro boxing masters. They're not done, so let's take care of them. They're not done.
He said they're not done.
They're not.
Hey, look, old guys. And then we got the 35s to 50. Shawn Porter's get up in there. We get up in there. We get us a couple fights.
I just look at it like, bro, we seen Evander fight. I don't know who. I was at the fight. Yeah, it's like
we were there together. Yeah,
maybe if we had some rules in place for these legends, that wouldn't have happened. I don't even know. That guy's body looked amazing. We should have checked him too. Right. So there's a lot. I think that we do have to take care of them. But they're not done. What I mean by not done, because then, that's a boxing term, so maybe someone thinks I mean like they can physically fight with the youth. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in their mind, competitively, they're not done yet.
The passion is still pushing.
It's still there, so let them do them. It doesn't bother anybody. I don't get it. Like, I watched Antt and Pacquiao. You probably didn't. It didn't apply to you.
I did to get ready for the Barrios fight. Like, I reviewed it to see how Manny looked, and then, but no, the night of, no.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it the night of, but I watched it. That's what I'm saying.
You would actually advocate for, some 50-year-olds and some 60-year-olds,
if that's what you want to do. I mean, who am I to tell Sean he can't get back in there?
So you saying just facilitate it in a mannerable way that it makes sense.
Absolutely.
Opposed to my thing with this Mike, and I get it, they got their own lane, but it's Mike at 200 plus and it's Floyd at maybe 170.
But see, the thing is that I hope Sean is with me here because he's the conspiracy theorist. It's bigger than Floyd and Tyson, though, right?
What do you mean?
Everyone behind that company. Everyone behind CSI.
Who's the company?
I mean, John Skipper, Mark Taffet. It's huge
John
power.
Skipper, ESPN. Mark
Yeah.
Taffet used to run
No,
with HBO.
Not only did John Skipper be at ESPN and help them start Plus, but he helped DAZN start.
DAZN, yeah.
You know, so then
and
you
lose
got
them
Mark,
lots of money.
then you got Mark Taffet, who, again, since he's talking money, he made $5+ billion in pay-per-view revenue. So
Right.
familiar face for Floyd. I mean, it's like all the old players without Al Heyman at the moment. And it's like, these are the same people that were distributing PBC fights. So I just want to see the play. Are we seeing the beginning phases of someone that's going to compete with ESPN Plus and DAZN? You know, is there a new player? Because that's what it looks like. I don't know, but
I think it's, slop for the masses and fucking stupid. But that's just me. That's just me, though.
Did you?
It's just
I
me.
hate to have you repeat yourself, but did you talk about this Floyd Mayweather and Mike
Yes.
Tyson business on your show?
absolutely.
And you for it?
Absolutely. I got nothing wrong with two legends doing. I mean, look, whoever's going to buy it, that is on them.
No one put a gun to their head.
Exactly. And we all see Mike Tyson biting his thumb. If you want to pay for that, that's on you. Me, there was a time, I'm a God-fearing man nowadays, so there was a time on my show where I didn't promote fire sticking, but that's a fire stick for me. I'm sorry. We fire
Was that your guy,
sticking that.
Two-Tone?
We fire
co-host?
sticking that.
They're
man.
outside. The fire
we not
stick boys
paying
are
for that.
outside.
We just not paying for that. But amen to them and amen to whoever is gonna pay $100 because they probably gonna get us for $100 as
I
a
think
community.
Right
They
underneath
ain't gonna
this,
get me and you for 100, but they gonna get somebody for 100.
I think right underneath this is Tank and
Jake.
Jake.
Well,
And,
that-
I'm different on
again,
that
I know
one.
that you've spoken on this before, so
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
no.
Yeah.
I'm good. We're here to talk, and I love that one. Not from a boxing standpoint, okay? No, this big guy isn't goofy. I don't like it as a competitive match. I'm talking about eyeballs to the sport. Whoever says that Tyson and Jake didn't bring eyeballs, you lied because Serrano eventually got a deal with Katie to main event. That's people that seen it. Did they leave happy? We didn't leave happy from the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, so don't give me anything about your purist BS.
Did you see what Mos Def said about Drake last year? And,
No.
and now it's kind of popping off because of the aftermath of Drake falling from grace or whatever. He was saying, what is in criticizing Drake? And this is before the Kendrick Lamar thing. So this is when Drake is still riding high, and he's like, okay, it's cool. He goes, but what does this music do for the audience? What does it do for the listener besides wave the pom-poms? Drake went platinum. Drake went 10th. Floyd and Mike are getting the bag.
But it's the
Jake and
features, though.
are getting the bag. But
It's the features on
point
Jake's album. They get that recognition. And when we bring it back to boxing, who's on the undercard?
There it is.
Who gets the recognition? Who
There
gets
it
the
is.
shine? Because I remember Avis Griffin, Julian Rodriguez. That was an amazing fight.
Yeah.
And they got on the undercard.
Yeah.
His undercards, Jake Paul's undercards, are great.
I give him props for that. Yep.
They're
that's
great.
100%. And I'm okay with Drake. I mean, Drake. You got me talking about I'm okay with Jake fighting like Canelo next, Terence Crawford. I don't care. Let everybody get a payday. If it's a lick, hit the lick for free.
I mean, Floyd came into the ring with
Hit
a
the
ski
lick.
mask, man.
Hit the
Again,
lick.
it's who you can fool. This is the game of who you can fool. Like, gone are the days of your prospect being tested. Like, they're not testing these kids no more. You know, it's how fast can we get you to that world title shot without putting you in too much danger. Even Top Rank, who's quote-unquote the best at matchmaking, they're careful too. You know, I don't know. Do you disagree?
What Moses' point was that as, this is, to get deep, if we're comparing America to late stage Rome, the Roman Empire goes, as the columns are buckling in the beginning of the fall, the empire is happening. What does this do? What is Drake talking about the bitches he gets and all? What does that do for anybody besides make him money? Say, what does this do for anybody besides make them a lot of money? When the Roman Empire began to fall at the end, they called the gladiator stuff. It went from a sport and they called it the breads and circuses. That's all this is. That's all Jake Paul versus Tank is. That's all Floyd versus Mike Tyson is our breads and circuses. It's entertainment. And to
sure.
Shia LaBeouf, right? Everybody it's just entertainment. Entertainment's kind of a dirty word to me if it's not backed with anything with substance. If it's not, because like Shia LaBeouf recently said, someone was like, man, you were in Transformers, you were in Wall Street. And he goes, yeah, those were Hollywood films. They had no soul. They were money makers. Like, sorry to break it to you. Like, those aren't my favorite films that I've done. And what. So yeah, these will make a lot of money. And to a lesser extent, I think that's Canelo Crawford, but not as quite, because Crawford is still one of the best fighters in the world. Canelo's still one of the best fighters in the world. But I was driving up and down the strip last night with my wife, and Canelo Crawford's everywhere. And I'm like, it remains to be seen in the ring what magic they produce, because they might produce that magic. But it was like they don't have chemistry with each other as opponents, because this is The Rock joining Fast and Furious. You didn't ask for it, you didn't see it coming, but you will watch it, and you will pay for it, you will like it. And
It's a hell of an analogy.
you know,
Beautiful analogy right there.
I haven't even seen those movies, but right. But everybody else did.
Well,
Yeah,
that shit, because that's exactly what
everybody else
it's like. Rock walks in, it's like, oh, all right.
De La Hoya and Mosley, Tarver and Jones, it was written in the stars. They came up around the same weights in the amateurs. They fought each other as children, and then one day here they are fighting. You knew one day it had to be for all the marbles between them. Ali and Frazier, even Ward and Kovalev, they got this natural rivalry, this organic chemistry with each other, because they're opposites in some ways. That
I have to challenge you, and I know, and let me tell you guys, I know he's more of a historian than me, so I'm just challenging, but if we do it the way you're saying, then we would have never had a Duran to move up 2 divisions and do the same thing that Bud is trying, let alone, I mean,
well, this would be Duran coming up from bantamweight or junior featherweight. I mean, that'd be like if Duran once upon a time, though, was a featherweight, a bantamweight champion. And now, because we're talking, like, because Bud isn't a career 154.
Divisions?
Yeah, Bud's really, we're talking about all the way.
All right, but let's just do Duran Barkley then.
Yeah.
That's him starting at 35, fighting a guy at 60, But I still think that the Leonard at 47 is a big stop, because you're jumping up to a gold medalist, the golden boy, right? Like, granted, Crawford isn't getting the 7 fights at welterweight that, Duran had, but...
Damn, I didn't even know you had that many. See, you're a better historian than me.
No, it's just previous conversation. I'm pretty sure we box-wrecked it in a previous conversation.
Well, because, the thing that he said that touched my soul, he said this isn't the match made in the stars, and I feel like it actually is. It's just the match that we didn't, like you said, we didn't see coming.
Right.
This wasn't an organic situation. This was just, we saw Crawford come up to 47 and pummel quite a few guys, and then say, I'm going up to 54 once, and then I'm fighting this guy, and it's like the maturation of it was just not the same. But at the end of the day, the styles blend extremely well. The age compared to the mileage, I mean, it's beautiful. The black man who's extremely black and the Mexican man who's extremely Mexican.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we have it. We just, the things
all the elements are there for sure.
We just don't have a great talker against another great talker. We don't have a great character. We don't have 2 great characters.
Years of build up.
Yeah,
we just kind of came and.
Yeah.
I mean, the organic fights, the last 2 didn't deliver. Mayweather Pacquiao, Crawford Spence. Why
took too long.
Why should I put the money behind it? We're never gonna get.
Did Crawford Spence did that not deliver to you?
It delivered, but it under-delivered in the sense that that's the one we wanted. We weren't asking for Ryan and Tank. We knew Tank was gonna do what he did. Right. No one was picking Ryan except for his very popular fan base. But instead, the hardcore fight that we wanted, that we knew was good, 650,000. There's a disconnect between what you guys say is for the purists and what the casuals
say
want.
It like Leonard Ellerby.
This is a business.
Say it with your Leonard Ellerby voice. No. Shout out to my man Leonard. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I'd rather put the money behind Jake Canelo than Canelo Benavidez. It's the business. It's where we at.
I'm not with that.
I want the Canelo Benavidez.
I'm not with that, but we can talk about the fact that
I get it.
We're never gonna get it.
I get it, but that level is just there's completely different.
But there's a bigger thing. Again, why are we even here?
How we get here?
You're giving Canelo the same amount of money he asked for to fight Benavidez.
I thought that was crazy. I thought that was. I said, so now what? He going 300?
They told Canelo he was crazy for asking for 150 to 200 million for Benavidez. You turn around and you give it to him for a welterweight. Like, not only that, but I'm sure you guys know that he also offered Crawford the Benavidez fight at 164. It's like, what's going on over there?
Why is the media scared to challenge? I don't see none of the guys asking about Benavidez anymore.
Oh,
I got tired of doing it.
I certainly.
I had a monopoly on it. Yeah.
But it's like,
But you mean ask Canelo?
yeah, like,
Bro.
it's
I did it like
pointless.
700 times.
It's
not getting
pointless. It's pointless, man. I mean, Canelo's at the point where Floyd was at, where I remember covering Floyd for the Maidana fight, and, my question to him live was, did you really pay $1.5 million for Maidana not to wear these horsehair gloves? And it's like, I don't have to tell you. And that's it. I'm Floyd. I told you I don't have to tell you, and he walks away. It's like, boxing is so different.
Look at this and Floyd's the best fighter of my lifetime. I was a little too young to watch Roy in the early 90s. That would have been a challenge to that claim, but it's I've been saying, like, just as important as his great career has been what he's left behind. And what he's left behind it isn't good. Look what it's producing.
No,
I think everybody agrees
the
with that.
Mayweather effect.
Yeah, the Mayweather effect. So,
But there's a double standard because Canelo's
think-
in his what would you call it? Money Canelo era?
yeah.
And to bring it back to the main subject of Crawford and Canelo, the hype around this fight is Canelo's fading because he's getting decisions while he's basically dropping everyone he fights. So I don't see where you're fading at. But Floyd got praised for getting decisions.
Yeah, but
You don't see a fade from Canelo?
that skull fight was rough.
I mean,
but
but that was more. I don't think that was a fade. I don't think that was a fade more than it was self-entitlement, right? It's like, I'm Canelo. I'm not chasing you.
100%.
He didn't win the fight. Like, if we're forget CompuBox, because CompuBox is someone just like me with their Great Adventures clicker going just like this. So I can use my own television and my own eyes.
Around 7, Spence Crawford, it was 30 to 100 for Spence. I said, there's no way Sean hasn't only landed 30 punches.
What do you mean when he
Spence
fought?
Porter.
When he
CompuBox, that's crazy.
No, I don't believe in CompuBox. What did my eyes see? And my eyes didn't see Canelo round after round outland Skull. Did Skull fight a fight that isn't friendly for television? Absolutely. But did he box? He boxed. He gave him lateral movement to offset him. And why didn't Canelo challenge him when he did stop? When he stopped, he would just sit there, head movement, up, jab, up. Where you at? Counter that shit. Watch Laura Canelo. Different version of Canelo fighting a Cuban. He would cut the ring off with the left hook, follow up with the right. There was none of that. No sense of urgency. But why? He knew politically that shit is in the bag. There's no way I'm losing this fight.
Some self-entitlement in that fight was Skull. But also, I don't think he has the ability to maintain the kind of energy needed for that kind of output. I don't think it's a matter of his legs. I think it's literally just a matter of the mileage.
I mean, it's more power punching. If you look at the Triple G3 fight, his output was high, especially early, but everything he throws is with power, so you're gonna get tired. You have to recuperate.
And when he's moving
point.
his head a lot. So you mix that in with throwing bombs, and no wonder you're only gonna throw 30 or 40 punches around.
Elite level head movement. I'm telling you, this fight can't get
Which has been missing a little bit lately, and he'll need to dial some of that up for this fight.
And I think all that will resurface. Why? Because now we finally have someone that people think can beat him. Mm-hmm. So now he's challenged. He's a competitor. You don't lose that. Yeah, it might go dark a little bit because you're tired of winning. You're beating everybody. Now they actually think this guy can beat you.
Is he coming in overconfident, though?
Crawford woke him up.
I think so.
Has he?
I'm asking.
I don't know.
Ness think so.
You don't think so?
I had somebody
I'm
tell me
picking him to win. I still don't know if it woke
somebody
him
told
up.
me the other day, I was like,
I know that Hernandez is in the camp, but he's always been.
Yeah.
So that in itself shows me that no, you didn't lose that. You want what they actually call him the devil. That's who you want in camp.
Yeah.
Outside of that, then you bring in Jaron. Mind you, Hernandez has been in his camp for the past maybe 4 or 5 fights. He's a Louis DeCubas guy. So on top of that, you bring Jaron.
And Darrell Valsaint. And you got young Marco Verde who could switch hit like Crawford.
I love Valsaint.
They hitting us with a whole bunch of shit now.
And they got meat. I can't get down.
Shout out to
and they got meat.
Shout out to Pro
Watch what they taking.
Canelo fans will say, and he's got Victor Conte.
I don't care. The whole camp got hit.
That's true. They got hit. They actually failed tests.
I don't know. If we're looking at
But-
camps,
Sean had Victor Contine too.
if we're looking at camps, Crawford's camps
You
look
did
more
too.
comfortable. They went with what they know.
Yeah.
I don't see anything different in that camp unless, they didn't reveal all the sparring partners. It looks like Canelo took it serious, or at least his training team did, and went and got some killers. I mean,
We just don't know how he did
sessions
it.
did he get in with Jerron?
that's what we don't know.
That's what we don't know. We don't
That's
know if
what
it
we
was
don't
2
know.
sessions
A day
or
or
3.
2 weeks, yeah.
I can imagine this. It's only just one. I think.
I
it
mean,
had
you
to have
being
been
the
at least
fighter,
2.
where would you prefer Jerron to come in? The end of camp or the beginning?
Sooner.
Sooner?
Yeah, I would have preferred him. Jerron came in it was about 2 weeks ago, right?
Allegedly. That could have
Allegedly.
just been them dropping the pictures and videos when they got clearance.
Yeah.
I said that, man. I don't believe
Yeah.
more than meets the eye for
Yeah,
real.
stop overthinking it.
Like, why would I have my GOAT sparring 2 weeks out versus this kid?
Yeah.
And I think Jerron can whoop his ass.
I don't know about all that.
Okay?
Jerron probably whipped his ass a little bit.
I think he can whoop Canelo's ass.
He's younger and throws more punches and
But again, from a fighter's perspective,
in sparring.
and even from a
sparring,
coach's
yeah.
perspective,
I
at
think
this
that's
point, I just want you to get the best looks as possible in terms of that movement, that fluidity, and everything that you're gonna see on fight night. You know?
I hear being prepared for it sooner, but I think I like it on the back half just so you can be sharp. Now you know what you expecting. Jerron is faster than,
The reason
he would
why I said
normally see.
sooner is because how I was, guys will come in, they get off on me on the first session. Some guys can't get off on me for the first week. But if we sparred that second week, near the end of that week, I'm acclimating, I'm doing more of what I'm supposed to be doing, so on and so forth. The third weekend, it's like, time for you to roll, and I'm almost there, So I felt if he's there sooner and staying a little longer, like possible, there's the measuring stick of how I'm improving and what I'm seeing and my timing being picked up and stuff like that. To me, timing is the most essential thing for Canelo in this fight.
Why for Canelo and not for Bud, who hasn't fought in 13 months?
I don't think his timing is going to go anywhere just being out of the ring for 13 months.
Wait a minute. We moving up in glove size, aren't we? This will be his second fight with 10-ounce gloves.
I think that happens when you get to 54.
Yeah,
though.
for sure. His second fight with 10-ounce gloves. The power disappeared. He got hit more this fight with Badgermov. Like,
I don't think the power disappeared.
what?
It was his first non-knockout.
I think it was the guy. Guy he was fighting. There's so much to analyze in that Madrimov.
But what about what Virgil did right after that?
I was worried about the respect Madrimov had for for Crawford in that fight.
Oh, I seen respect Crawford had for Madrimov.
Yeah, I talked a few weeks ago. I brought it up. I said when you look at how Madrimov
He's the
ran
one with 10
laps
fights.
for 9. Yeah,
He's the one with 10 fights, so Crawford's the one that had to have respect for him.
But you just you just knocked out Hall of Famers. Blip, 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 blip. He just clipped. Look, and Sean was one of them.
It all
Look,
was.
he just
At
clipped a bunch of-
47, though.
I'm watching your film. You're just clipping everybody.
I don't know. I wanted to ask you because you obviously fought high in the amateurs, which I know was so long ago, but you still at least experienced fighting an Usyk and a Daniel Jacobs who were naturally bigger than you. Like, how much of a difference is the punch resistance at that level? Then we got to consider A-level fighter. Like,
I had it, but I was big. You know what I mean? Like I've always been a thick guy. Even going down to 147, even going down. Don't pause me, damn it. Even going down to 147, I still, for a long time maintained the kind of, Now I can't talk.
Go ahead, go ahead. I'm just fucking with you.
But
kind of girth. I mean, you always had that
it would be
back,
different.
though.
Yeah,
You always had that
you
back.
did that on purpose.
So here's my thing with Crawford going up. I felt like he went up the right way. I did my research. Yeah, he was hitting the weights and all those sorts of things that I did when I was 17, 18, 19 years old, which was what helped me maintain that size, that strength, that power, the punch resistance, and all those other sorts of things. A 12-ounce glove, amateur boxing glove. You know what I mean? So, and back then, those guys it was amateur, 2-minute rounds. It's all about points back then. Like now, in the amateurs, it ain't about points. It's about, who's beating up the other guy now, So the style and everything was so much different. I had what guys didn't have in the amateurs. I had some serious power, So that was one of the major differences between me at 165 when I'm 18, 19 years old, and then him, as a grown man at 168. I think he'll weigh in at 168. I think he'll come back fight night maybe 170, 175 or less. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna come any heavier than 175.
Easy 18-pound gain for Canelo. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be 186, something like that, right?
Yeah, maybe even 85, 86. Yeah,
Gotta be. I think 18 is low. Let me tell you. Remember that Julio Cesar Chavez gained 22 pounds for that Sebastian Zvieks fight.
That's crazy.
I mean, these guys can manipulate weight like we never, you know.
So here's a plus for Crawford coming into this fight. You're fighting a Canelo Alvarez who's been at 168 for a very long time, even has gone up to 175.
11-0, by the way. I mean, very long time. 11-0 at 168.
But a long time there fighting guys that don't move, fighting guys that don't have a lot of speed, or one or the other, like a Caleb Plant who only has the speed, doesn't have a lot of pop and things like that. But for the most part, that's how far and few in between is that? You got Caleb Plant and then you got Skull. Who else has he fought that moves like that?
But Crawford don't fight like either of them guys.
No, he doesn't. But he can pull that out if he needs to.
What tape have y'all watched for this fight?
The Charlo fight, Berlanga, Skull for Canelo's side mostly. His last couple ones.
So you didn't watch Crawford tape?
No, I did. I'm saying on Canelo's side, that's the main fight. So then Crawford, Spence, and Madrimov, and maybe. Yeah, that's about it. Porter, I watched it weeks ago. Yeah,
I watched Porter because you have elite level foot feints.
Yeah,
Canelo got elite level foot.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck out of here!
Listen to me. Y'all sleeping.
He ain't got no damn elite level foot like Shawn.
No, not like Shawn.
No, because Shawn changes directions. You like to go like so.
His joint was,
but
different.
He's still like this.
Yeah.
Now Madrimov is like this a lot. Canelo is like this, bro. He swings this hand so you could bite and he'll hook you.
Yeah.
Bro, we sleeping heavy, man.
Oh, his ring knowledge is up there.
We sleeping heavy.
Sounds like you're publicly picking Canelo.
I am too.
It sounds like y'all need to watch.
Yeah.
We gotta watch Madrimov. I mean, not Madrimov.
You can't go back to Nebraska.
Excuse me. Avenizin fight. See, my audience likes to say Ness, but every fight you bringing up, when I look on BoxRec, Crawford knocked him out, and yes. But let me ask you a question that Canelo asked Crawford, but I'm going to change it. He said, you ain't fight no elite fighters. I'm asking y'all, do you think Crawford fought an A-level fighter?
Spence. Spence a Hall of Famer to me.
So then if Spence is an A, what the fuck is Canelo?
Elite.
But you can't change the letters. You can't change the letters. You know what I'm saying? It's A, B, C, D.
I'm not disputing Canelo being an A-level fighter.
And if Spence beat Crawford, he was going to fight. This is going to be the fight, too.
And it was always going to be a money grab in Dallas Cowboys. It was never because Spence could beat him.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was always because the finances of the fight made sense in Dallas.
This wild card fucked up boxing.
If you think about it, though.
Terence Crawford, he wasn't supposed to get through all those guys.
What guys?
PBC mindset. That's why we held you over there. He fucked up boxing.
Hey man, it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. He ruffled everybody's feathers. I love it.
And if he beats Canelo, he ruffles everybody. Keeps going.
Yeah, I get what you mean. He played the sport.
He's some hero.
He prevailed over all the business
Frank
forces.
Sinatra, man, B-Hop again. He did it his way.
Who does he have behind him? He don't have no big company behind him.
If you don't stop, he got Turkey LSC.
He sold out to the government of Saudi Arabia. And Canelo did too.
I mean, only one didn't do it is Sean Zittel.
Which is supposed to be okay.
Only one didn't do it is Sean Zittel.
Yeah, literally.
We all taking the bag.
Yeah.
To be clear,
we all taking the bag.
To be clear,
hey, Turkey, come get us,
I don't
baby.
think he sold out. I think he did what he had to do to finally be in the position that they held him back from.
Top rank was.
He wasn't allowed to be the star that he is, and he is a star. He has a beautiful fan base, man. I went to that parade. It was 24,000 people there.
Crazy. The whole
they
city.
love that man.
He is they Lakers. He is they everything, man.
Yeah, no. Listen, on my show is a running joke. He's super bud.
Yeah.
He is super bud. They believe in him wholeheartedly. Not just his state.
Some of that is Crawford's fault. He can't just point a finger at Top Rank. I get it. Floyd didn't become Floyd until he left Top Rank. Like, I get it. And Bob Arum has acknowledged before, like, I don't really, young black fighter, I don't always know.
But it was the backing, Sean.
No,
like, they didn't pay to get him the big fights. Look how long they took to give him Sean. And how many times did they fumble the Pacquiao fight? Like, he showed loyalty by re-signing. They didn't pay to give him the fights.
But what I'm getting at is, well, they have, I actually know they did schedule some appearances for him to be on Wild and Out with Nick. He didn't show up. Crawford sometimes could be a malcontent. Doesn't want to talk to people. If you get him off camera and it's not about this transaction of interview and all that, he's a down-to-earth good dude and a family man and all. I mean, we played paintball with him. I've seen that side of Bud Crawford, you know. But his disdain for the media, which I understand that perspective and all, being all like that, it didn't maximize his potential to be a star. That's on him. There's only Floyd Mayweather. At the end of the day, he could have the most brilliant marketing people behind him. He became who he is because he did a gajillion interviews. He talked his shit. He marketed himself. And that's that. I mean, that's all I got to push back on that. And just because you don't move the needle to the degree you think you should be able to, but in reality you don't, I don't think it makes it okay to sell out to a foreign government, but that's just me. Everybody's doing it, so he's far from alone. But that's just me,
I think right now, it's you like Drake. It's a 20 V versus 1.
Yeah.
Let's do this real quick. I want to go back. I want to give some love to Brandon Adams getting back in the ring with Bohachuk. Serhii. Is it Serhii or Serhii?
I thought it was Serhii.
Just go with
Serhii Bohachuk. Brandon Adams knocked out Serhii back in 2021,
That's been a minute.
if I'm not mistaken. And since then, Bohachuk has really climbed his way back. He has dropped one, I think, just the one against
Virgil.
But outside
Arguably could have won that fight. People argue.
Bohachuk, yeah, for sure.
People argue.
I thought Virgil pulled it out, but I mean, most people thought Bohachuk won.
Yeah.
Virgil's toughest fight?
For sure.
I thought Bohachuk won that. I watched it twice. And you know me.
I watched it.
Yeah. We watched it together.
Yeah, watched it with you and then watched it by myself.
Tough fight.
So I really want to give some love to that fight right there because I think that back in 2021 when Brandon Adams did it, both these guys undefeated. At that point in time, Bohachuk had all knockouts, 100% knockout rate. I think he might have been like 17-0, 18-0 at the time.
They were calling him the next Triple G, Tom Loeffler.
So this is now going to be, the get back for Serhii. I want to know if you know anything about that fight and what you think about it.
For sure, I know a lot about Brandon Adams. Followed his career for a long time. He did well in the Bucksino tournament early on. He's just been a great guy. Shout out to him. He's finally a free agent.
Don't we got footage of him and Sean sparring from like 10 years ago on TBV?
I don't think. I think
because we were covering you in camp sparring with Brandon all the time.
But I think the sparring you got of Sean is with Devin.
Okay, and Shane Mosley, I think.
Yeah.
Check the archives.
But he ain't clipped me, y'all.
Nah, man. I mean, I'm rooting for Brandon just because his journey's been so long, right?
Yeah.
Like he needs this.
Yeah.
Genetically, he's amazing too. So
unreal.
I don't know when he's in shape or not. He always looks amazing.
Right.
So it's just hard to tell, obviously with Serhii getting put on that stage that Brandon seldomly gets to get on, those bright lights. Like, he did well in the Cats fight. I thought he deserved the win, especially because Cats was a bit dirty. But that's kind of the story, right? Like, is he going to be able to do enough to get a clear, definitive win over someone that is probably has the favoritism of Turki Al-Sheikh?
Serhii hasn't evolved to me in terms of how he fights. I think maybe if anything, what's evolved possibly is just, maybe his timing in some spaces. Maybe the punching power that I may possibly even be overlooking. But I feel like it could be that same sort of situation all over again. To your point of the Cats fight. I thought Brandon lost that fight because I felt like Cats forced him to fight that fight. Along with that, the worry that I have about Brandon going into this fight, yes, I am rooting for Brandon, or hoping Brandon wins this fight. He doesn't prepare well enough to me against opposition. There's a difference between you having the ability to hit a jump shot, hit the long range 3, go to the inside, dish off. You can do all these things. But what if this one just causes for you to go to the post and just stay in the post and do what you need in the post? You have to be able to game plan to understand what I need to do to beat this guy. Again, going back to how Serhii fights, there's no guess, there's no question. but there was no guessing, no questioning cats. You just got pulled into that fight and couldn't get out of it. There were punches that were low and things like that, but where I come from, we don't complain about that. We need to do so that it don't happen no more. Mm-hmm. I went back and looked at my fight with Earl. I got hit low plenty of times in that fight with Earl, but my mentality has never been to complain, so I just fought through it. You know, he has to be able to fight through some things because I think Bohachuk is going to bring it. Now I can't speak because
go ahead.
Don't pause me.
Go ahead.
I think it's coming to an end. All stuff anyway. It's coming to an end.
It's coming hard.
It should have been to an end,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We
it was
just
ridiculous.
grown
I
to
was
be
just fucking
pausing.
around. Yeah, I was just fucking around. Go ahead.
I think Bohachuk is going to be bringing it. You know, I think he's going to be bringing it. So, but if what happened in Puerto Rico, if Puerto Rico was now and this happens now, Brandon becomes a global superstar out of nowhere that can sell his own ticket
If he gets the knockout.
if he gets that sort of knockout again. I think that
On this stage.
it repeats. It's what was supposed to happen way back then happens now for him. That's what I think. So
I want to see if Bohachuk's going to be gun shy. Obviously, that's the only man to knock you out. You know, are you going to fight like you fought Virgil?
Beck the Bully,
with those
Rosado
demons?
rematch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you got demons with this guy.
And that's I hear you say at the end when you finish. That's Turkey.
Turkey favorite.
Is everybody up in there fighting against your opponent in the Turkey?
I mean, that's the narrative.
Okay.
Look at what happened to Hamzah and Adames.
Which isn't new in boxing to give Turkey slack. Like, that's the case.
Boxer won that fight.
Adames and Hamzah? Yeah, I had Adames.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. I hate that he didn't take the rematch, and then Hamzah says he couldn't make it anyway, and
Couldn't make the weight.
Couldn't get back.
yeah.
I'll give him slack. I mean, he definitely made the right move, it looks like. He looked dynamite at 68.
I sat next to Teddy Atlas and what's the other guy's name who writes for the Ring?
Rick Reno?
No, not Rick.
Mike?
Mike Hoppinger?
No, not Mike.
Keith Idek.
Light skin guy with the
Donovan?
Light-skinned guy with what?
with the slick back with the glasses.
Oh, Fisher.
Fisher.
Doug Fisher.
Doug Fisher. Dougie.
Yep, shout out.
I sat next to them, and we didn't look at each other's cards, but we scored that fight round by round, and we had the same sort of broadcast commentary round after round, and our scorecards were identical. And where the hell are y'all to defend me in this? Because we all had Hamzah winning the fight. We had them winning the same rounds and losing the same rounds.
Versus Adames?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was a close fight. Like, there were some rounds you probably gave to Sheeraz off his jab where things were slow and wasn't a lot happening, and you
Bro,
thought
but that head movement from
Yeah.
Adames. See, I get it. You see, and that's the issue. Boxing is so subjective. Some people like me are gonna give you credit for a defense. I'm watching you slip, making him miss, which I know is gonna overexert him now because he's not landing. That matters.
It's a part of the intelligence, for sure.
So, yeah, I don't know. I had Adames, man. I had Adames.
One thing, Sean put me up on game. When I'm betting boxing fights now, I check who the judges are.
Oh, yeah.
That changes everything. I'm like, damn, Sean, that really changed everything.
The judges for the big fight, they're pretty neutral in the sense that they've both done, let's say just to, do good math, about 3 fights each fighter.
Okay.
So, and I looked at those scorecards. Did you?
Which one? For which fight?
For whatever fighters DeLuca already scored for Crawford.
No, I put them all in the same boat, which is probably ignorant, but
Really? I looked at the scorecards and it's like, I definitely had Madrimov 8-4. Like some of those scorecards, I feel like, I had it that way. So I think the judges are capable. I don't know is it a female judge maybe? Palmer maybe? What's the third judge?
For the main?
Yes.
I don't know.
I haven't even.
Oh, you haven't looked? Wow, you don't
Shows
care?
you what a journalist I am.
He said, wow.
No, he doesn't care. So what? This fight has you what? Like disappointed? You
Oh, it's Canelo
The
Crawford?
energy is not there.
yeah, his energy.
But he stayed. He didn't go to New England.
What's up, man? What's up? Tell us what's
Stay
going
lazy.
on.
It's not that. Look, the truth is, as the fight's gone closer, my anticipation's gone up a little bit. Canelo Alvarez is about to box Terence Crawford. 2 of the great fighters I've had the pleasure of covering are about to meet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them sharing the ring and seeing what plays out. But the journalist in me feels like I'd be remiss. Forget just the journalist, just me feels like I'd be remiss to pretend that's the story. No, it's not. You could really look at it as the ultimate Trojan horse for Ari Emanuel, TKO, who is being sued twice for hundreds of millions of dollars for their business practices in the UFC, are trying to institute the same business practices in boxing. But in order to do it first, Turkey's got to use Ari, and Ari's got to use Ari's using Turkey's money, and Turkey's using Ari's political connections because they're like this with the Trump administration. Whatever, it doesn't matter because Ari's brother worked for Obama. He's been a high-ranking Democrat politician, so he's got people in both aisles. They're repealing this. The irony of Canelo Crawford is that they're being used to institute a future program of boxing that may ensure you don't get another Canelo Crawford in the sense of two fighters who command so much freedom in their careers that they eventually can use all these bidders and drive the price up for a fight that can make them tons of money. And there's actually a lot of hardcore boxing fans go, who gives a shit? I don't eat off what Canelo and Crawford eat off of. I just want boxing to be a coherent thing again, which it hasn't been for too long. I get it, but I don't know. To get super deep with it, like sometimes these countries, they'll have these problems and people grow very pissed off at the government, and so they overthrow the government, and then sometimes what replaces it is even more tyrannical than what preceded it. And I think boxing should be aware of that. But it is what it is. That's all the thoughts about that kind of stuff are overriding my excitement for the fight. I am excited to see the fight.
What do you think is going to happen to, like, let's say he gets this law passed? I don't think Bob Arum is going to pack it up. I mean,
Bob is 94 years old.
Yeah, but you got Todd the Buff, though. It's still an empire,
I don't
right?
know if Todd is the mind that Bob is. I don't know.
But are we on the same page that the company would continue? Or you think, no, after Bob, it's done?
Bob isn't gonna... he's with everything he's built. He's gonna give
the Patriots. They play this morning, right? They still exist. Are they what they were with Brady and Belichick?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Two main players.
But, okay.
Bob Arum's the main player of
But there's still a great infrastructure, is there not? Like with the Brad Goodman and
yeah. No, they got capable people. There.
Jacobs. They have like.
He prepared those guys.
Yeah,
those kids. Yeah, but all that young talent they've got. Arum pass. Arum. There was Wood, so I can. Arum passes, and within a few years ago, they could just wind up being. TKO becomes the dominant force they want to be. All those kids will just have to wind up fighting for TKO at some point.
What would you rather, TKO or MVP?
I actually think sometimes I look at them like they're in cahoots together.
What?
Because they're supposed to hate each other, but they were
like this.
The night Trump got elected, they're hanging out to the left and to the right.
That's my guy.
I get it, but it's like
I mean, you got to be at a party.
I used to wonder, why is Jake amassing all the female talent if women's boxing, Taylor and Serrano sold the place out. They did their thing, but
traditionally it doesn't make money. But again, look at Clarissa though. She's selling 15,000.
Right. Well, but on her own. Shout out to the GWOAT. By the way, Terence Crawford loses this fight to Canelo. Clarissa Shields is the greatest American fighter post Floyd Mayweather. But which is kind of
fun fact.
Yeah. And I'm poking at the guys a little bit, like do better, do but.
And then at the same time, the new sport of boxing is not giving us the fights we want.
No, I know.
So what do you want? What do you want?
Well, I think the best case in
I'm just trying to figure out what he wants.
No, you're right. I hear you. I know. I think the best case scenario is that TKO can turn boxing in America into a well-oiled machine, like the UFC is. But these three-letter conglomerates, the UFC, NFL, NBA, boxing has always had a different allure to it than they have. It's called the red light district of sport. It's part of why I say everything I say in this sport, and when I cover the NFL, I don't say shit. Because part of the beauty of boxing being the Wild West and having these unsavory characters is it's so real. Boxing's so real in microcosm.
How do you get structure amongst...
I hear you, but...
a band of thieves.
Well, then the sad narrative is that human beings, when they're left with their own freedom, apparently can't act right. They always need some dictator to come in. Is that what we're proving in boxing? That left to our own devices, we can't run this shit? The media won't check who needs to be checked appropriate? Promoters won't work with each other. Fighters won't fight for what they're actually worth sometimes. Okay, well then you're about to get something a lot different. Now you've got to fight for this much money when I say so. That's what I think might be coming to boxing.
I just don't see what happens to the other players. Like, why would Dimitri Salidas stop promoting? Why would DAZN stop giving television dates to a Top Rank and a Matchroom and a Queensberry? Like, I can't see.
Oh, they put their hands up.
I
I'm
can't
done.
see TKO taking over. Eddie's company is handed down from Barry Hearns. Like, he's not just gonna pack it up because UFC's here.
They've already hurt themselves by selling out to Turkey. They've hurt their long-term foundations for short-term gain. That's why, that's how I look at
Remember,
it.
the Eddie and AJ have shares in DAZN.
Mm-hmm.
And all they did was bring in a player to buy more shares in DAZN. Like, their ultimate goal is DAZN.
Yeah, I hear you.
So Eddie ain't going nowhere from DAZN. Not only do he have shares, but his business has been, that's his network at this point. I don't know. I think they're going to be around. I don't see TKO taking over boxing anytime soon. I mean, I'm not a UFC guy. Don't watch any UFC, but it took them a long time to get to this point. Like, I remember Bellator and Strikeforce and things like that. And Strikeforce did better in my eyes as a dude that's never watched MMA. I watched Strikeforce because it came on right after boxing. So I just left it on. I left it on. So I know Gina Carano and I know Cyborg because I left it on. But I don't know, man. I just can't see them taking over.
I could see them taking over. I just think the downside would be like and we've already ever since HBO left, and Showtime did their thing too, but HBO let boxing be this highbrow thing, this Broadway play. Jim Lampley treated the audience like they were intelligent adults. And already since HBO left, we've lost some of that. And I think if TKO takes control, it'll be like the NFL and the NBA. It'll be sell, very corporate. It'll make a lot of money. It'll be a well-oiled machine. But boxing will lose some of its soul.
Is it coming back with this new regime, though? They're going to, it's called, I think, Fight Sports Max app. It's in beta testing now in Singapore and Philippines, but eventually it's going to be here in America to do the Mayweather-Tyson fight. But that's the old HBO figureheads. And then you got John Skipper. You don't think that are they just going to quit? They're obviously trying to get invested in the American market. Are they going to say, well, damn, here goes TKO, let's just leave? I don't see it.
Right. Yeah. I think there's going to be multiple lanes. I think that the lanes have been blurred. Thank you. The lanes have just always been blurred. I think, if anything, what TKO hopes to do is bring a little more structure to what they're doing, which, again, the lanes won't be as blurred right there as it pertains to TKO.
At the same time, I feel what Sean's saying. I don't want the money to get affected.
The money?
Yeah, I want the boxers to make top dollar, not fucking UFC pay.
It just looks like they're like boxing fell into the opposite evil, other side of the pendulum. Who can overpay them the most? And then UFC is the opposite evil. Can we just get somewhere in the middle where you make what you deserve?
We need a market correction, though, Sean. We need a market correction. Like, what happened was Al Heyman came into the game with $500,000. Then what followed is Eddie Hearn with $1 billion.
Leonard Blavatnik's money, Al Heyman with
and
the Waddell and Reed money.
And then what followed is the endless amount of money of Riyadh season. So the value of a home, quote unquote, fighter kept going up. We need a market correction. Yeah. I hope I don't know about the rumors of, maybe y'all know more than me, but if they go on the Stars and they're really only getting $1 million per show, amen. We gotta correct it. Dudes think they deserve $5 million to fight tune-ups, man. No, we not paying for that. Yeah. We fire sticking that shit, and until these executives understand it, you gonna keep losing money. Yeah. We fire sticking.
Well, listen, man. Let's put a cap on next week. I didn't apply for any sort of media credentials or anything like that.
I'm having a party. No, I'm having a party.
I know you.
I did. Talking all this shit, and I'm covering it.
Oh, okay.
So you're
freedom of the press, baby. We're in America still.
What's the week look like for you? Is the press conference open to the public?
Yeah,
I think so many things.
Everything's at Fontainebleau this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. This is the first major Fontainebleau.
What Fontainebleau got to do with it?
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's on in Fontainebleau?
I don't know. They opened that Hall of Excellence there. Yeah. Do you?
He cool.
Nice guy?
Yeah, cool dude. Yeah. He gave me a basketball sign by the All-Star team.
We went skating in their little ice rink.
Man, stay focused. Is the press conference going to be open to the public?
I got to check my email.
So what about the weigh-in? Do you know about the weigh-in?
Oh, weigh-in's got to be open.
Where's the weigh-in going to be? Do you know?
Let me check my email.
God damn it.
Yeah, Fontainebleau for.
And you go.
I made sure you was here today.
What's happening on Friday?
Continue on, gentlemen. I'll be right back. Hold on.
There's a post on their Instagram too.
There's going to be fights Thursday. There's going to be fights Friday. I tell you, this does remind me of a Mayweather weekend where there's just something going on every single day. The atmosphere, I think, is going to be
Tuesday.
very...
T-Mobile Arena is the weigh-in. That's got to be. It will be open.
Wayne will
It has
be
to
open to the
public.
T-Mobile Arena Friday.
Press
afternoon.
conference at T-Mobile Thursday, so that sounds like that too will be open to
Thursday,
the public then.
More than likely open to the public as well.
Yep.
We pulling up?
We pulling up to the BoxFan Expo. There's a link below. Make sure you click on that link. Get your tickets. I'll be there in the morning.
Okay.
I'll be
What time you getting there? Because that's an all-day thing, right? From 11 to 5?
Thing. I'm trying. Maybe I'll do like 10 to 11. 10 to
You having a booth or you doing a live?
Yeah, I got a booth. And I'm doing a live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
So we will be live on the PorterWay Podcast at the
Merchandise?
BoxFan Expo.
Do we got
on
the
Saturday.
backdrop? We got a
You
backdrop.
gonna have merchandise there or no?
We're gonna have merch there.
You got a backdrop?
We're gonna have a backdrop there.
You got that?
Yes
that?
to anything they asking me, y'all.
We got. I almost said something crazy.
I do got the backdrop.
I almost said something crazy.
I do got the
I almost
backdrop.
said something crazy.
We'll be at the BoxFan Expo. We'll be going live. We'll make this announcement right now. We're going live around 10 o'clock. We'll
Whatever it
probably
takes.
be live on the PorterWay Podcast about 2 hours.
You coming?
Get as many people
Yes.
over there as we can to hang out with us and allow you guys to see who's there. We're mobile now, so y'all know we might move through the Expo too. So
Oh, really?
yeah, we mobile. We can move through the arena. So
Nice.
might do that as well.
Boxing Voice gonna be there?
Fan Expo?
Yeah.
I have a fight party. So,
I'm having a fight party too.
oh, nice.
What that has to do with the expo?
I'm gonna be there at 3 because we do. I'm a hardcore, so we watching prelims, man. We there
Marco
from the
Verde.
beginning.
Okay,
Marco
okay.
Verde and Steven Nelson. He's
And
like the
Steven
second
Nelson.
fight.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey,
I know Undisputed. They're hosting.
I tried to make Steve Nelson versus Shane Mosley at my house. It didn't happen. They both. One of them showed up. The one didn't.
You know who turned that fight down in real life?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
It could have been on this card.
He said
I
in
know,
real
I know,
life.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Damn
know.
shame.
I know the
reason why?
finances.
Any
too.
reason why?
Finances.
Why the fight
Finances
guy-
on my side. I don't know what you heard.
I mean,
By the
Steven
line.
Nelson's fighting whoever he's fighting. I hear this guy, this Cuban guy, is serious too. It could be an upset.
Cuban.
Yeah. I hear this could be an upset. I know my boy from, shout out to Cesar Seda from Boxeo Urbano. He believes that Steven Nelson might have slipped on a banana peel.
Yeah.
On Platano. Step on that Platano. Yeah.
Undisputed has an event going on right here at the Hypex Arena. I believe that takes place on Friday night.
I won't be here.
We got the big fight on Saturday night. Then the PorterWay Podcast will be right here doing a live show at the Hypex Arena Sunday morning. Ant's first time hearing it. What you got to say?
What time?
What time? Yeah.
I'll be here.
We'll be here live,
Yeah, man.
11 a.m. PorterWay Podcast Sunday. Don't forget about this show. It'll be live on the PorterWay Podcast. Stay in town. If you're booking your flight still, book that flight for 3 o'clock. We're doing our show from 11 to 1, and we right down the street from the airport, so you got plenty of time to get there. We are doing this in conjunction with the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, as well as, of course, HyperX Arena. So we're gonna have some gamers in here. We're gonna have some undisputed players in here.
Carson.
We're gonna have some Hall of Famers in here. We should have Carson in here.
Carson confirmed he'll be at my house.
Carson said, "This ain't got pre-fight energy, but I might come hang out with y'all." So I was like, "Damn, be right." And you know, anything he say, I'm like, I might not want to do this. Anyway, we gonna do it, y'all. Want you guys to come hang out with us, and this is the greatest, cheapest event you can go to this weekend. Greatest because we're gonna have Hall of Famers in here. We're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be kicking it.
Bring your luggage.
Podcast.
Go straight to the airport.
Bring your luggage. We will be able to stage
We
it.
got a spot to stage
This
it.
is Sunday?
This is Sunday. We're gonna stage your luggage, y'all. I got
This will
you.
be fun.
Yeah. And we're gonna hang out.
Zartel will tag your luggage.
Yeah, and I'll whoop some of your asses at Undisputed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're hoping
You
to
like
have
that
Roy
game?
Jones
Yeah.
in here.
Chill.
It's not
We-
perfect,
We're
but
hoping to have. Listen. I spoke to Marco Antonio Barrera just yesterday, hoping he's coming in. I said, yo, book your flight after the show. So
we're gonna get Barrera in.
I'm trying to get Barrera in here. I'm telling y'all know me, man. I do the best I can. When I come up
Do
short,
they really know
it ain't
about
gonna be-
Barrera, Sean? Do they really know? Do they really know? Do they really know?
What you
out
playing?
there?
Fight night still?
I ain't playing nothing. Let me tell you, I spent so much money to buy that game, and I ended up raffling it away on my audience. It's totally not for me. That is not fight night.
Beautiful. We got raffles going on Sunday as well, and we got an Eventbrite right there in the link below. Click on the Eventbrite. Like $20, I think.
He set me up. That's what you did.
Come on and hang out.
And you ain't. You just messed up.
You alley-ooped him.
Come on and hang out with us.
I didn't think he was gonna keep going.
I got a Family Feud autographed glove. Showtime Shawn Porter, Mauricio Suleiman, Evander Holyfield, and Riddick Bowe. I'll be bringing that. We're gonna raffle that off. Some other raffles that the Hall of Fame had that they're gonna bring in. We're gonna hang out, y'all. We're gonna kick it.
Oh man.
And we're gonna talk about how this thing turns out. So
what's the final pickings? What we got? Who you got?
I need to see the weigh-in. It's crazy that y'all got
Yeah,
picks
You sound
already.
like Shawn Porter. I need to see the first round.
I mean, that's
Pick.
wow. You say first round?
He says first
a
round.
lot of times I need to see the first
He said
2 rounds. A lot of times.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not fair. Now you need to be somewhere where you could do live bets.
To be
just
fair to
use
Sean,
his
they do live
advice.
betting now, right? So
Not everybody.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know, Vegas is weird. It's like I'm in Vegas. I can't bet on my phone.
The nice ones.
I gotta come to. I don't know.
So who
it's
you got?
difficult.
Saturday.
Oh yeah, no, I got the weigh-in. I need to see the weigh-in. This is a
But
big
who are you
jump.
leaning towards as of Sunday?
I want Crawford to win. First of all, let's not end there. We press for time?
No, we good. We got 5.
I interviewed a trainer on my show, and he said if Crawford wins by knockout,
There it is.
we have to consider top 3.
Oh, he top 3 immediately. He went
ATG.
by-
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever been lineal at 135 and 168, right? He'd be a 14-time champion in 5 divisions.
Wow, so you agree top 3?
No. But
top 5.
he has his argument on paper to be up
All
there
right,
with
but
anybody.
you got to take someone out. Who you taking out to put him in?
Oh, I'm not.
Is it even possible?
I'm not,
Who's
but-
already, you know?
Floyd, my number 1.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, and then you got Ali.
And
Yeah,
Robinson.
they got Ali.
And then who else you got?
So you think that's insane for him to say, like beating?
Crawford right there.
Because let's be real, Canelo's the greatest Mexican of all time.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
How does Chavez surpass what Canelo's
I'm not even talking
done?
about Chad. Like, I'm not even. Because just everything is always on paper and stats now, and I'm a stats guy. Like, I get it, but
Doesn't that matter?
absolutely. But I mean, that's subjective, black and white, right?
But I think it's safe to say that like the overall package, Canelo has like probably the overall package.
Terrible, Eric
of being-
Morales, right?
Yeah.
4 division champion, just like Canelo. He beat Manny Pacquiao. Is there a win Canelo has as good as beating Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao arguably is a top 5 fighter of all time. He beat him in when he was 26 years old.
That's a good argument.
He beat.
Floyd washed him out the top 5.
Terrible.
Floyd washed him out the top 5 to me. He top 10. But Floyd washed him out the top 5 to me.
Watch Canelo?
Morales was so great.
Manny out the top 5.
Oh.
Morales was.
No, but he's right, though. Manny is a great win for...
Barrera, too.
Yeah.
Does Canelo have a win as great as Barrera? Barrera was in his prime.
Canelo guy got some goddamn.
I mean,
Not
again,
a faded
not if
Cotto.
we're gonna argue primes, because I guess the only one that can match the legacy of Barrera would be Cotto, and then
He was faded, and Barrera's still better than Cotto. A little bit. A little bit.
Browns lost.
Triple G.
Cleveland.
17 to
Triple G.
16.
Don't they always
35
lose?
and Barrera's still better than
17
him.
to 16,
What's new?
I know, and I only know that. I only know that because I think. Oh no, that's the Bears.
Because
That's
you
the
just know when
Bears.
they lose.
No. I was thinking Danny, my coach. He's a Chicago Bears
They've been around
fan,
since slavery.
and they lose a lot too.
So you got
The weigh-in, bro. Gotta see the
what
weigh-in.
you got? You got Canelo.
I agree with Ness that it's good to keep an open mind throughout the week. You could see some that change your mind.
Let's do it like
We
this.
have to look at the
Let's do it like
arms.
this. Give me.
Is he gonna be able to take those arm shots? We gotta see the weigh-in,
Give me this and then we-
Crawford tell him send a picture of your arm flexing.
bro. With all the especially with everything
Yeah,
that
he'll
happened.
take it. Yes.
Hey, listen. With everything that happened yesterday,
That's a hard yes.
He dropped pictures posing, and then the MMA guy drops a picture where Crawford looked like he was
Picturegate.
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 I don't know nothing about that. Listen, give me if Canelo wins, it's because if Crawford wins. How does Crawford win? How does Canelo win?
Crawford wins by implementing some of the skull game plan for sure. Obviously, Canelo doesn't deal with lateral movement well, or isn't motivated to deal with it the way that he did it in the Lara fight. Honestly, I would say, again, I know Crawford, or well, at least I think I know how he fights, and what I mean by that is like when the going gets tough, he's in southpaw. But I would prefer him to fight in orthodox. So just based off the last fight, right? We've seen too many right hands land from a dream off and left hooks when you're exiting his right. He was getting hit with that left. I don't want to see a Canelo left hook.
I don't want to make this thing longer, but I talked to him about that. So you know, he said, I got to a point where I didn't care. I wanted to knock out, and he knew how he wanted to knock out Madrimov. He just didn't. He didn't get the knockout because of Madrimov's style, and Madrimov was punching him. And he said, yeah, I ain't care. That wasn't a punch that he
But
wasn't.
that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't
Ain't that gonna matter?
Yes,
Crawford,
because it's not a punch that he's not unconscious to.
Sean,
He's
he does
conscious
that
to
in
it.
all fucking fights.
Exactly.
When he's like, he gets overzealous, just punch me.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna get your ass.
And it's like,
that's
why
what I
are
was
we
gonna
not
say that too.
factoring in
Yeah.
his mindset
Temperament.
is
Yeah.
exactly temperament. Like
This
his
is not
mindset
that
is,
guy.
oh, you got me. I gotta get you back because everybody is watching. Is that gonna get him in trouble? Like,
There was one time. I feel like this story is relevant now. I was at Jay Prince and nothing, not revealing security detail, but like him and Shakur, Crawford and Shakur shadow boxing in the backyard, and I was like, damn, Crawford's fast as shit. Like I already knew he was fast, but like lightning with it when they're shadow boxing, but Crawford's like, man, I got to get back to boxing. He's like, I've just been knocking motherfuckers out. He's like, honestly, lately I've just been having too much fun. He was talking to I've been having too much fun, but he remarked, I got to get back to my boxing, which is speaking to Ness's point and your point. Crawford's gift isn't, he's not Pernell and Floyd. His gift isn't to hit and not get hit and just purely outbox you. His gift is he's the best counterpuncher in boxing the last 10 years, whatever it is. That's his gift. Mm-hmm. And
but he's in there with an elite counterpuncher.
Puncher too, yeah.
With an elite right hand and an elite left hook.
If Canelo gets it, he picks up on Terence's time.
And again, we never
catches
talked
him,
about that
clocks him.
Avanesian fight. You didn't watch the Avanesian fight?
I watched it live. I've seen it multiple times on tape.
Bro.
Yeah. He was getting touched early. Yeah.
He literally just puts the earmuffs on and does Canelo. And at least Canelo's gonna use a jab.
He
like
touched him with a right hand in the first round, didn't he?
Looping.
Like a looping right hand, yeah.
And the left hook. And then we talking about Avanesian, no jab. Just like, yo, mental pressure. I'm coming.
But Crawford, kind of like Canelo with Skull, he wasn't really switched on in that fight, or the way he was for a Spence or.
They both have lost.
Yeah.
Who got the most left in the tank?
Yeah.
Who's gonna come out focused?
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want
Canelo-
to think about left in the tank because again, Canelo, when you're the king, you're reigning. But now, like Black Panther movie, you got somebody trying to challenge the throne. Yeah. So now you might get up. I want to believe that. I'm optimistic. It's the only sport I watch.
I heard there may be a Black Panther on site at our event Sunday. Don't forget about our event, Bright. I'm serious.
So
my thing is, if he gets down, if he can't catch Crawford, will he get to the point where he's just
frustrated?
Yeah, frustrated. That's what I worry about.
Not on this level. Not on this level.
Yeah, he said that against man. He went on the ropes.
Who?
What's my man?
Bevo
beat the fuck
he
out.
psychologically kind of gave up in that fight.
Beat the fuck out.
7 or 8. Canelo never went for broke in that fight. He around 8, 9. He kind of was like, it's not my night.
He accepted it.
He accepted it.
I need the hunger from both guys.
Didn't he blame injuries though?
No fucking excuse.
Fighters are always gonna.
I'm hurt right now.
And
I even fight.
And isn't Bivol the only dude to ever in life beat 2 active undisputed fighters? And didn't Bivol also beat the only dude that we know with 100% knockout ratio?
Yeah.
Right. So
and he's a big ass dude.
Wasn't Canelo moving up 2 divisions like Crawford is doing now?
1 technically.
No, it wasn't technically 1. It was technically 2.
That
right?
was Kovalev.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you got it right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because Danny Jacobs Kovalev. He's right. I'm wrong.
And then
He's right. I'm
Canelo
wrong.
went up and knocked out Kovalev.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, man.
A faded Kovalev.
I need the hunger
Faded?
for both guys.
I mean, he still got something left, not shot. There's faded and then there's shot.
I don't know, man. I remember interviewing Ronnie Shields. He said he don't think that Charlo could have done what Canelo did. Like, the scenario I said, if we gave Charlo that opportunity, same Kovalev, same night,
Well, he
knock
did it.
him
He
out?
did move up 2 weight classes. We saw what did happen with Canelo. Nothing.
Well, no,
But
the wrong Charlo. I
Jamal.
meant the bigger one because
yeah.
everybody assumes he's the stronger one. But he even struggled with Jose Benavidez, excuse me.
He didn't stop him, right?
Another fight that we need to watch. This is why I'm saying I gotta see the weigh-in, bro. Like, Jose gave a mediocre head movement, hands down too. So he's baiting you in. And he's able to slip Crawford with a broken leg,
So
bro.
you got Canelo by knockout.
No.
So it sounds like.
But
I
Eddie
got
Reynoso
to.
does.
Hey, I got my man
I'll
Crawford,
go with my
late
pick,
stoppage.
but-
Eddie
Body
Reynoso
shots.
does.
Break down the Mexican.
You gonna do your pick real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I gotta hear this.
Look, so if Crawford beats Canelo, don't say I didn't see it coming. I see it coming. I'm just picking Canelo. I could not only see Crawford winning, I could see, Crawford putting together a masterpiece and the body punching being an X factor, but him surprising Canelo in the world with his tactics and being a little bit more aggressive, taking more chances than people think he would, and then the power surprising Canelo, especially since he's a counterpuncher. It would be shots that Canelo doesn't see coming, like he's used to being able to do, and that's the shots that can get him, especially, again, if he touches the body with something. But so I could see Crawford putting, and Canelo, even with Ennis and Darrell Valsaint and these guys, it still feels like from afar, through pictures, because we can't see enough, like he's having a rich man's camp. Shout out to my man Kenny Buhari. That he told me that phrase. I go, that's on the money. I get the same vibe too. What if? And there's a chance if Canelo wins, I can see him.
Just had a kid.
He did, and and Marvin
Crawford
Hagler.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
That was before.
But Marvin Hagler said it's hard to wake up on silk sheets. Canelo's been walking in them for 5 years. So maybe, but maybe.
Crawford's been rich too. He's been owning a block and a half for like 20 years.
Right, they're both.
And he don't care about money. I get that man props. He don't care about money.
He could still be a fisherman on the are there shores in Omaha that I don't know? Anyway,
Listen, if y'all can't tell, you gonna do it?
I got
All right.
Canelo. I think ultimately it'll be hard for Crawford to stop him from going downhill, and I think even if Canelo's a little sloppy with it, if his punch resistance is still there, he doesn't just gas out halfway through, he might be able to be losing rounds, taking more punches than Crawford, but just be a little too much physically for him as a force. And then if he tightens up, Crawford will find him a little harder to hit than he might anticipate, because Canelo, when he's on point with his feints and his head movement, has got great defense and underrated accuracy and underrated speed. So, but even if that stuff doesn't show up, as long as he's still strong and his punch resistance and his fighting spirit are strong enough to just stay on Crawford all 12, he might just be too much. Or Bud will put on the masterpiece. I saw it coming, but I'm picking Canelo. I'm picking Canelo.
Covering both sides,
I got
covering
Canelo,
both
though. I got
sides.
Canelo.
The winner is the guy who stay off the ropes.
Oof.
I worry about
That would be Canelo.
Yeah, and I worry about Terence being able to take the punishment from Canelo. He's never faced nothing like this.
Never.
It's punches. Can Canelo stay on the gas? Stay on the gas. Stay on this man's ass. Anytime you move, cut off the ring. We just want to see one more great Canelo. If this is it, this is it. Go get your Jake money, but I'm riding with my man. Okay, I think my man just the counter punching, the switching styles, the body work, the break the Mexican down, that didn't take his head late. So I'm going with Crawford by decision.
Well, there it is. Some of us need
Great
to see
fight,
a
though.
weigh-in.
Great fight.
Some of us need to see a weigh-in. Some of us.
What
You need 2 rounds. You gotta see 2 rounds.
Some of us, we out of time. Some of us
Crawford. He has
think
Crawford.
that Canelo's gonna win, but if Crawford wins, we saw it coming.
You got Mexican. You got
Others,
Mexican. You got
others done been to
Sean.
Nebraska and want to be welcomed back, so they gonna go for
Let me
it.
I
ask
don't want to
you.
go back to that place.
Some fans believe the whole storyline is, Porter was up and then Bomac told Crawford he was losing. Do you believe you were up at that point?
When I went back and watched that fight, I think I had myself winning by a round at that point. It might have been 2 rounds, but it might have just been 1 round at that point. It was close the whole way.
I had 86-85 Crawford.
Yeah,
I had
it was
about down 1.
it was close the whole way.
It was a good fight.
I think that was a moment, that TV just happened to be on time for. And, that same round he happened to be on time for as well. I think that moment shows something supernatural in the dude. And I think that it's good because he honestly is supernatural. I've talked to him. I've watched him train been in the ring with him, of course. I know him. He's supernatural against supernatural. You know, so this is a great fight, man. Don't miss it.
Did you
Great
find
weekend.
it easy to hit him? Because again, watching your tape, I felt like at times you just hit him with a foot feint, and now you cut the distance.
You know, here's the funny thing about that. It was as easy as it may have looked for me to hit him. From my vantage point, seeing my range and my distance, moments where I hit him, I was like I wasn't surprised because I knew I made the right move to get him. But it didn't feel like I was gonna get him. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
With him, you gotta be either all the way out or all the way in. You know, it's a funny fighting Crawford was really, really different for me. That was different. Honestly, more different than anybody I've ever been in the ring with.
Different house,
Close to Danny Jacobs. Close to Danny. Danny was. When we were in the amateurs, it was always like just
Is it the length, the educated length?
It was the educated length. It was the educated knowing what you might do on the back end of what I'm going to do. It was the manipulation of trying to get you to do something first.
The transitions. He's nasty on the transition. Isn't that a problem? That's a big challenge for Canelo in this fight, right?
Absolutely, because while I'm talking about Canelo having to punch between his gloves, because there's a transition that has to happen there, you know? He picks up on that stuff.
Sean, you gotta just say, fuck it with Crawford and, like, don't think about the challenges of what could happen.
That
if you question yourself,
I would say that was my mistake.
Yeah,
I got to a point where I should have just said fuck it and go for it. Right, I did, but I did it the wrong way and ended up lunging in with a hook. You know, so
isn't that going for it though in a way? Like
it was, but it just wasn't educated. The shit still has to be educated. You know, it can't be.
Yeah.
You know, I literally said it. You know, so anyway, man. Hey, Ness, thanks for coming in today, big dog.
Thank you for inviting me, man. I appreciate it.
Mr. Speak His Mind.
We got to do this
Mr.
next
Turkey,
Sunday
Mr. Turkey,
here
man.
at the Harvard X Arena at 11 a.m. Come on, y'all. I want to see y'all here. We'll catch you on the next one. Motivational message before we get up out of here.
Man.
Hold on, no.
Damn.
No, I got one.
Hey, shout out to everybody in Hawaii.
Who's more athletic, Sean? Canelo or Sean? Or Canelo or Terence?
Terence.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. No. Do you shout
out to everybody in Hawaii, man. Showed a lot of love. Of course, they asked,
I got it.
Where's Sean? Sean does not go everywhere with me. Either Sean, okay? I was with my family, man. It was a nice, beautiful 7 days in Hawaii.
Motivational message before we get out of here.
I asked the question because you would think Crawford, his feet, and if they played other sports, Crawford probably better at football, better at basketball. But in the boxing ring, Canelo's a little bit the twitchier guy when he's on point. So I don't know who's technically the more athletic guy.
See, the way I assessed it is who I think can play more sports.
I would say Crawford then.
Crawford,
Yeah.
But in the ring, where we're actually
matters.
right, Canelo's the twitchier reflex guy. So I don't know.
Definitely.
I think Crawford can use the entire ring in different ways, and Canelo can.
Seemed like we got a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, we got a 50-50 fight.
Which is crazy. When this started, people were saying he shouldn't be going up there, weight class. Even his own team was saying weight class for a reason.
Oh, well then here we go. Listen, motivational message before we get up out of here is you see your vision a lot longer than anyone else does. Let that marinate, right? But when we talking about this Crawford and this Canelo fight, he saw his vision a lot longer than any of us did. Now some of us are starting to see his vision.
Is that true, though?
He said it was Bill Haney's idea in the gym one day. But
This is the PorterWay.
Stay blessed. I got you, Sean.
I love you.